G'day everyone, Graham here. Tonight I'm going to tell you why the bailout of $700 billion by the American government is fraud. Now, I'll keep it nice and simple. Now, the government wants to bail out the banks that have bad mortgages. Toxic mortgages, they call it. Let's say Joe Citizen bought a house and he couldn't afford the mortgage. Now he's homeless. That is a bad, toxic mortgage. So the government is going to take that mortgage from the bank and deal with it itself. Let's say the house was bought by Joe Citizen for $500,000. The debt is $500,000. So the mortgage that's passed on from the bank to the government is $500,000. But what is the house worth right now? Chances are the house is worth only half of that. So here we have it. The government, the American government, wants the taxpayers to pay $500,000 for the house. When the house is eventually sold, you'll be very lucky to get half of that, $250,000. So, see where the fraud is? They are trying to say, okay, we'll bail this out for $700 billion. But once the houses are sold, you're going to be very lucky to get half of that, $350 billion. See where the fraud is? It's absolutely disgusting. Now, okay, why does the government have to pay out the whole entire loan? Why can't they pay out, if they're going to pay it out, why don't they pay out a fraction of it? Amazing, isn't it? So the American government wants us to believe, the American government wants the Americans to believe, and the rest of the world to believe, that this money will go to paying the banks these loans. And because there's no checks and balances and audits done, how do we know this whole $700 billion is going to the banks? We don't know. There's no audit on this. It is certainly against the Constitution. And it's fraud, absolute fraud. So, my friends, I reckon you should go to your local MPs and tell them this. The money that they're purchasing the houses for, currently, say, $500,000 each, they'll never get that full amount back. If they're lucky, they'll get half. So the taxpayer will be lumped forever. Half of that. That's if they sell in the next few years. Anyway, my friends, continue the fight, because this is wrong and you're being screwed. One last thing before I go. The American government for a long time has been trying to get money from Congress for black ops. Now, it hadn't had enough time getting money for the Iraq war and Afghanistan war, but it said because it was war, it wanted the money, it needed the money. So, it was given the money, but it can't really justify money for black ops. There just so happens to be some projects that require a few $100 billion that the government needs. It needs it soon. So, to orchestrate that, to force the people and the Congress to say yes to $700 billion, it had to cause this crisis. It was manufactured for many, many reasons. Anyway, my friends, think about that. Talk about this amongst yourselves. You're being screwed over really badly. Anyway, my friends, take care, stay safe, bye for now.